Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in Natalie's classroom, Natalie's sitting at her desk, grading her students' papers. Till David came in with takeaway orders, and as he closed the door, just as Natalie looked up and saw him. "David, what brings you here?" And as David came to his wife with their takeaway orders, seeing if my wife has time for a break. "Oh, honey, I wish I could, really. Only thing is, I'm swamped with paperwork to my ears. That could be done in a few minutes with my help." "Okay." And as David went and set their dinner in one of the desks, just as Natalie got up and came to where he is, just in time for him to stop, and they begin kissing each other and pulled back. "How are kids doing?" "They're doing rather good. I heard Andrew went out of town with his mates while Jeff is studying at home, or so we think. Hey, we have 3 amazing kids with 2 going to amazing colleges. I'm just worried about our eldest daughter, Hannah." "Don't worry, she'll come around soon." "Yeah, especially with that new position she's doing right now. It's Oi. We're just gonna have to trust that Hannah made the right decision." "Why do I get the distinct impression there's more you want to tell me?" "Actually, there is, and it has to do with Jeff's new girlfriend, the one we should really be concerned about." Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Vanessa came to where Jeff is, who saw her, and as he got up, just as she arrived, and as they began kissing each other, and pulled back. "What's wrong? You look awfully worried." "I guess one can say that, considering what's been happening lately." "Why don't you fill me in to what's going on?" "I really don't want to bore you with the details. Try me. You might be surprised in the end. It's about me, Dad, and how much trouble he's going to be in." Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Manor in the kitchen, Melissa's pouring herself a cup of coffee and put the coffee pot down. And as she got her cup and took a drink. "I know. I feel the same way." And as Melissa turned and saw Adam, who came in, and went and got himself a cup and head to where the coffee pot is and pour himself a cup of coffee. And put the coffee pot down and turned and faced Melissa. "I don't understand to why she's doing this. Torturing us. Tracy's games will soon come to an end. How are we going to prevent Samuel from getting sent down?" "I think I can help with that." And as Rachel and Samuel came in, "In fact, I have a few reasons." And as Melissa and Adam saw them. Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Meredith, Abby, Faith, Oliver, and Lucas are talking with Tom. "Overall, your performance went quite well, which is why we're gonna do a demo cover of any song you want." "Are you certain this is good?" "Of course it will. I've been doing this for decades. You lot need to connect with the audience with the songs they know very well." "Well, that just defeats the whole purpose." "Not exactly. By doing the hit cut wonders, your audience will get to know your new songs all the more better." "Did Rachel agree for us to use the studio?" "Of course she did, which is why I think we should go now." And as they all got up and head out, but Lucas stopped Faith, who turned and faced him. "You okay?" "Yeah. Thank you so much. I know you got a lot on your plate." "Hey, it's no problem." And as they head outside, and as Abby came to where Meredith is, and sent someone Wong for best mate. "What's wrong?" And as Meredith has a flashback of her and Corey lying in bed at the Applegate apartment. And as Corey looked at Meredith, "Look, I was wrong of what I said at the diner of get water under the bridge, me. Besides, I got the best bloke in this world beside me." And as the flashback ends, "One way or another, I will win Corey back from that little cow." "You mean Allison, right?" Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Corey's apartment and living room, Corey's reading the newspaper. Till someone knocked on his door. And as he put the paper down and got up and head to the door and arrived and got it, and it's Allison. Allison, I was thinking about you lately. So have I. Come in. And as Allison came in, and as Corey closed the door, and as they head to the living room and turn and face each other, I got some good news.
I do as well.
You go first.
Well, I spoke with my attorney, and she's come up with a way so you and I can have a family.
You do know we have a son, right?
Yeah, the one that got sent to boarding school, and we both know the reason. Getting back to what my attorney said about the solution,
what would that be?
She wants me to undergo a vitro operation. Well, the two of us. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Stephanie's room, Stephanie's lying in bed asleep while Taylor and Ryder came in and saw her. And as Ryder looked at Taylor,
how is she?
Lucas told me surgery went well. She just got minor injuries.
Wow.
Yeah. Thing is, she was slashed a few times, but overall, she's gonna be making a recovery soon.
Did they find out who did this?
No, but I will. And you're gonna help me take this bastard down no matter who.
Even so, you and I still have to deal with our next problem.
Not to worry. We'll get to that when the time is right.
Really? And as Ryder dragged Taylor out of Stephanie's room, and as he closed the door and turned and faced her.
Let that be the last time you ever drag me out like that.
Look, I didn't mean to do that. The reason is, she's gonna wake up soon, and when she do, she's bound to find out that we slept together. Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in Natalie's classroom, Natalie and David are talking while they enjoy their meal. I don't get it. Why should we be concerned about Vanessa? She's a good person who apparently got our son doing something other than sports, like homework. Not to say you're the cause of this. I suggest we should be grateful, but ever since she came into his life, he hasn't been himself. I mean, he would have tons of mates over to hang out, but you're fully aware that both our twins are womanizers when it comes to dating women, which takes after you, of course. Yeah. Only thing is, I got eyes for one woman.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, we should be less concerned about Vanessa. I mean, she's going through a lot, really.
Oh, right. Other than her own family, who's been with the whole Hogan sketch.
Let me stop you right there. You have no right even bringing that up. In fact, if you want to worry about someone, try our daughter Hannah, who we haven't taken the time of day to check on her.
Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Vanessa and Jeff are talking. Hey, what happened at that party wasn't your fault.
That's not the point.
Then why don't you fill me in? And as Jeff sat down, followed by Vanessa.
My best mate is being forced to marry her new boyfriend, who she started seeing like a month ago.
And what's wrong with that?
There's more to it. She saw Tracy killed her own husband in cold blood.
Shouldn't it be the other way?
Well, it seems so, but it's not. I guess you really don't listen to when I specifically told you not to tell anyone.
And as Tracy approached her with the arm,
to it went down at my house.
And as she arrived where Vanessa and Jeff is, who both got up and faced her. Lady, back off.
I asked, yes, I know that. Which is why she invited you to equation, seeing that your girlfriend can't keep her own damn mouth shut.
Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Rich Manor in the living room, Melissa, Adam, Rachel, and Samuel are talking. There's got to be a way to take Tracy down before we get married. There may be a way.
Molly Westhaven. I cannot believe that twisted cow had the nerve to kiss my son right in front of you. Yeah, I have a feeling what happened was only set in motion just to keep you quiet to what she done. Not for long, and as Shota and Thomas came in the living room, and they all saw them. We know where Molly is. Good. I'm gonna get some answer from her. You lot head to the church so Tracy is sure her plan goes too well. That way, we'll expose her in the end. Good luck, Sam. And as Virgil and Samuel both got up and went and left the living room, and as Melissa turned and faced Adam, you know what we do if we end up getting married. Yeah. Even so, we can still take her down. And as Adam's iPhone beeps, and he got it and saw the text. What is it? I have a feeling that our wedding might be more hard to stop than we realize. And as Adam showed Melissa the text from his iPhone. Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Studios, as the group went in the recording booth, and as Abby sat by Meredith. Not to worry, Abs. I will have him soon. Come on, Meredith. Is he really worth all this effort you're putting? And as Meredith has flashbacks of her finished getting dressed in the bathroom, and as she looked in the mirror. We did it, girls. Corey is mine, and Allison is out of the picture, and I'm gonna make certain it stays like that. It's just too bad they don't know I'm the reason to why their son got shipped in boarding school. And as Meredith went and left the bathroom back to the bedroom and saw Corey and went to where he is, just in time for him to turn and they began kissing each other. And as the flashback ends, you never gave up on Ricky, so why can't I have the same thing? I just want you to be happy. And as Faith looked at Lucas, you're nervous doing this. A little. And as Tom came in, alright everybody, before we record, I want you lot to go in that video room you see before you over there and perform this song. And as Tom passed the cards to each member of the group, and as they went in the video room, and as Tom came and closed the door. Meanwhile, at the Abigail apartment and Corey's apartment in the living room, Allison and Corey are talking. Are you sure about this? I've spoken with Jordan about the operation, and I just want look. I need to be honest with you. What is it? Meredith and I were close to getting back together. I mean, I put her through so much crap over the years after I got demoted, combined with my parents' problems, that I turned to alcohol. I know, it was the most lowest point in my life as I know it, but you came along, well, came back to my life, and I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. That's when I knew I had to fix the damage I caused. I know, and I'm glad I came back into your world. Yeah, including you telling me something I didn't want to hear at my wedding with Meredith, that she was the one that not only cost me my job. Trust me, I know all what that cow did to you. In fact, she did more than that. She had her son shipped to boarding school by manipulating you, thinking that you were gonna lose her. Also, she was scared that we would end back together, which happened in the end. That selfish, twisted cow only cared about you like some damn prize and playing the victim card so good. Point of the matter is, I want to thank you for preventing me from making the biggest mistake of my life. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital outside Stephanie's room, Taylor and Ryder are talking. Look, Nate, my daughter is not gonna find out that we slept together. Good. Let's just blurt it out to the whole damn hospital. Or better yet, why don't we post it so the whole world can see? Shut up. No, you shut up. Do you realize the damage that this is gonna cause? I don't regret what I've done with you, okay? I just had a moment. You know damn well it was more than that.
Yes, I guess you can say the same.
Where's Oliver?
What do you mean?
You would think her boyfriend would be here by her side while she's fighting for her life. Or your son Corey.
Thing is, Corey's doing something along with Oliver, but believe me, my son's the least of your worries right now. Be thankful my husband's banged up at the moment.
And as the young man came to where they are, and Taylor turned and saw him.
Oh my God. Roman.
Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in Natalie's classroom, Natalie and David are finished with their takeaway dinner. What do you mean we haven't spent? We've been busy with school and our son's that we sort of forgotten her wrong. And besides, she's doing fine last time I would call.
And you know that how?
Start talking right now. Hannah asked me if she can go see your mother and take care of her.
Seriously?
And you didn't consult me on this?
Oh my God. Now I get it. That's the reason to why you graciously came today with me favorite foods to try to butter me up. How dare you?
Clearly you and I have a lot to talk about when we get home, starting with trust issues.
Lucky for you, I have lots of work to do, as you can see. And no, I don't need your help after all, seeing you've done enough.
Look, I know that you're angry and pissed off.
Of course I am. You should have told me this.
Hannah wanted to go. I just couldn't stop her from going.
Now I know you're missing, saying you couldn't stop her when you know damn well you could. You know what? You can tell me more about it at home. Thanks for the meal. Now, if you excuse me,
and as Natalie got up,
I have work I need to tend to.
Honey, and as David got up, please,
let's not leave. Speaking of leave, I think you should. I really don't want to see you for the rest of the day. Shut the door on your way out.
And as David got their takeaway finished meal, and as he head to the door, and left and closed the door. Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Tracy, Vanessa, and Jeff are talking. What the hell do you want with her?
Stay out of this.
Or you do what?
Jeff, don't. She's really not worth the time. Yeah, I would listen to your girlfriend. I don't have to listen to anything you say.
And how the hell are you here in the first place? I know damn well you don't work here at this school.
You know nothing, little boy, other than what you do at best. Being a jock with you little groupies.
Sorry, you lost me at little boy.
Oh, smartass, are we? How cute, just do one. No, I'm not going anywhere with the matter.
And as her henchman came from behind, and Vanessa and Jeff saw him.
As for you, if you're itching for a fight so bad, Buster can assist you with that.
That's cute, having your laptop nearby.
Be certain to be at your best mate's wedding, because not only your father's life's at stake, so is your boyfriend and his scholarship.
Now will be the time for you to walk away.
I am not afraid of you, and trust me, I have the power to strip you of everything you have, unless your girlfriend goes with my plan. And in case you haven't followed, you're his +1.
Meanwhile, at the Grandview Baptist Church in the sanctuary, as Melissa, Adam, Sheldon, and Thomas came in and saw the display for Melissa and Adam's wedding. Oh my God.
My thoughts exactly.
Not to worry. My dad and mom will get answers.
Like Adam said, it won't even matter. Besides, that text said if we don't go through, a tip will be sent to the police, and then Samuel will get sent down.
She's right, Thomas. They have no choice but to get married. And as Adam turned and faced Melissa, well, the next time I see you, you'll be coming down the aisle towards me.
I can hardly wait.
And as they both went their separate respected ways, and as Thomas turned and faced Sheldon, does Molly know about Ben's murder that night? Not only does she know me, but I believe Tracy forced her to cover it up. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Airport, as Molly came out from the terminal and began looking around, just as the limousine came to where she is, and the door opened, pulling her inside, closing the door, and then she saw Rachel and Samuel. I'm glad you enjoyed your flight, seeing that we got a lot to talk about. Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Studios, as the group came out of the video room, back into the recording booth, and as they went and sat down at their respective place, and as Tom came to the recording studio, looking at them through the booth. You all ready? And as Abby looked at Meredith, hey, Corey will come around soon. Have you forgotten what happened at my wedding? And as Meredith has some flashbacks of her wedding to Corey at the Grandview Baptist Church. Meredith and Corey have spoken their vows. Let nobody come between them. Now, by the power that's in me, I now pronounce you two lot husband and stop. And as Allison got up and came to where they are, and Meredith and Corey saw, this has gone far enough. Allison, what the hell are you playing now? No way I'm letting you marry that lying-twisted cow. You do know I'm standing here, right? Shut up! What's going on? Your lovely wife-to-be has been the reason to why you lost your job as CEO. Plus, got our son sent to boarding school. Look, I don't know what it is you're playing at here, but you need to go. I cannot believe you would do this to me, Allison, to sink that low. Corey, I wouldn't say what I say without proof, and you know that. And as Allison took out Meredith's diary from her purse. Dude, that's private. Really? So private that you carry with you everywhere you go? Big rookie mistake if you ask me. Now, and as Allison opened the book and turned to the very page and gave it to Corey, but Meredith tried to get it, but she missed. And as Corey got the book and began reading it, and I see look at Meredith. You're the reason to why I lost my job. And as the flashback ends, excuse me, ladies, and as Tom looked at Meredith and Abby, who saw me. Now that the two of you are done with whatever it was you were doing, we would like to get back to you lot recording your original song. Meanwhile, at the obligated apartment at Corey's apartment in the living room, Allison and Corey are talking, and as the flashback of Meredith and Corey's wedding continues, I knew I didn't trust you. And as Taylor came to where they are, look, I write many things in that book. You mean accomplishments, right? You were so proud. Let me fill you in on the CEO part. I was trying to reason with the older that you had a lot on your plate. Regarding, are you kidding me? I told you that in confidence. You had no right. As for our son, he was probably clued into who you really were, so you inadvertently manipulate Corey to send him to boarding school so you and him be closer, and you would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for me and me. And as fate came to where they are, and Meredith saw along with the others. So you two choose, right before we were pronounced husband, yeah. We wanted you to feel like you're top of the world before you crash into reality. And as Meredith turned and faced the minister, can you finish pronouncing us husband and no? And as Corey took out his wedding ring and Meredith turned and saw me. We're done. We're good. You don't have to be done. And as Allison went to where Corey is, marry me, right here. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital outside Stephanie's room, Taylor and Ryder are surprised by Roman's arrival. Mom, what's going on? I heard about my sister. Your sister was attacked, and now she's asleep in recovery. Really? It doesn't look like to me. You are really good. I'm not asking you. Mom, look. And as Taylor turned and saw Stephanie's bed empty, just as Stephanie came out of the room, and Taylor, Ryder, and Woolman saw her. Am I missing something here? What the hell is going on?